Hello, y'all. Welcome to Boss Chickenator Storytime videos. This this is my first storytime video. I might be stuttering because I'm sick and I have a lot on my mind, a lot like in my head and stuff. I've been feeling really bad lately, but other than that, let's get into the video. So this story is about how I hit my dad's car with a rock. No, this was a small rock, but spoiler alert, the car did go off, like blaring alarms, but I was 6 at the time. So, yeah, I was scared of loud noises. So, one time on a Sunday, which is right now, I asked my dad if I can go to my front yard, and he said, yeah. So I went to my front yard, and I said, "Well, this is boring. There's nothing to do here." So, but there were a lot, like trillions of small rocks in my dad's front yard, and there also was his truck, his beloved Tahoe. So yeah, so he drives that thing everywhere. So I picked up some rocks and my mind decided to do the greatest thing. I picked up a rock and I threw it. That gave me some sort of entertainment. So I kept picking up rocks and I kept throwing them. And one time I accidentally hit the satellite. That pissed off my dad. I hit the window. That pissed off my dad too. But I was throwing rocks everywhere. I was like a machine gun, but with unlimited ammo. So I was throwing rocks, right? So yeah, I was throwing rocks. Mm. I threw one at the tire, and my dad finally came out and yelled at me to throw rocks somewhere else. And you know what I did? I threw the rocks in my neighbor's backyard. So I threw like rocks everywhere. My neighbor just like 1 meter away from me, and then my neighbor just like right next to me. But somehow I managed to get a tiny rock and I threw it as hard as I can, and it ended up in my other neighbor's backyard. And that house was far, and the backyard was like close to the house. But I don't know because the backyard was switched with the front yard, bro. There was like trampolines in the front yard and the backyard was just empty. Like, how do you manage to do that? But they changed it a while back, so yeah. I ended up throwing one in the gas cap. My dad didn't notice that. I threw one at the windshield. My dad thankfully didn't notice that, and the big one came. I threw, I picked up a rock like the size of my pinky finger. Like I was little at the time, like I was 6 or 5. So I picked up a rock the size of my pinky finger and I threw it at the car. Those stinking alarms came blaring. Like, you know that? So those alarms came blaring, and my dad came out and yelled at me like hard. And well, yeah, you get the rest. He gets the belt. He grabs me, pulls me inside, and you already know. You already know what happens. So yeah. So this is a short story, I know, but moral of the story: don't throw rocks at certain things, bro, or don't throw rocks at fragile things. So quick note: this was inspired by a timeless hymn, and Well, basically other story time creators out there. So yeah, this was inspired by Timeless Tim and Lem's World. Shout out to them. So yeah, hope you enjoyed.